Hey guys, welcome to my channel The Creative, and now I'm back with another video. In this video I will tell you guys and show you how to solve the Pyraminx. So to solve a Pyraminx you need to buy a Pyraminx first set, right? So I recommend getting the Ocean Killing Pyraminx if you want a non-magnetic Pyraminx, and if you want a magnetic Pyraminx you go for the you.My Pyraminx. It's a great one available in the market. So now I'm using currently the X-Men Build V2 Pyraminx in this video. So the notations to solve a Pyraminx, I'm now mentioning all of the notations. If you say R, the right side moves clockwise. If you say R, the prime, the right side moves counterclockwise. If I say L, the left side moves clockwise. If I say L prime, the left side moves counterclockwise. If you say U, the up moves clockwise. If I say U prime, the out moves counterclockwise. And if I say B, the back moves clockwise. And if I say B prime, the back moves counterclockwise. So these are the and now let's go on the tip piece notation. So the tip, normally the notations are told using capital letters, but for the tip pieces we use small letters. So basically everything is just the same. If you find any letter with small font, you just move the tip pieces, and with capital font you just move these pieces. So yep, these are all the notations, and now I will move on to the steps. So the steps are very simple. You solve let me introduce to the pieces. These are called the tip pieces, these three are called center pieces, these three are called edge pieces. So at first you solve the three center pieces on any side you want, then you move on to solving the tip pieces, then you solve the edge pieces, then you move on to the last layer cases. So let's start off by scrambling our Pyraminx, so then we can start the tutorial, right? So there you go. Now our Pyraminx is scrambled. Now we'll choose a side to begin with. I think I will move on with the blue. So you need to pick a common side for all of the three centerpieces to match, because they only match on only one side. Such as if you want to match, we have one over here, and another one over here. So we can match them on this side because this one won't come over here. So we have to pick another side. So if we move these three on this side, so see, they matches. So you just have to use a brain to figure out which side they will be together. So now you solve the tip pieces. So basically, which is by turning these pieces. Now turn this one also, and there you go. Now you solve the the center pieces and the tip pieces. Now we'll solve the edge pieces. So for solving the edge pieces, you have to hold this in the bottom, hold the cube like this. Now you look for edge pieces which matches the color in front you have. So here we have green, so we'll look for green and blue. So we have green and blue, so we'll bring it like this. Now you have to see where your blue piece is. So if it's on the right side, what algorithm you will do is L prime U then L. So that solves this one over here. So next we have red over here. So we already have the piece which needs to go. So now it's on the left side. So what we'll do is hold the cube like this, and then we do R U prime then R prime. So there you go. Now you have solved all these two pieces over here, and rest we have the yellow. So over here we have the piece, so it's not currently matching in front what we have, so we try to match it. So there you go. Now it has matched, and now also we have blue on the left side. So we do the same algorithm, R then U prime then R prime. So there you go. Now we have solved the blue side over here. Now we move on to the last layer cases. So right now we have a case where these two pieces need to be flipped on its correct side. I have already made a video on where you can see how to solve the last layer cases, but I think the video quality was not that great, so I thought of remaking it again. So there you go. Now we have to flip these two edges over here. So the flipping algorithm is pretty simple. The algorithm to solve this case is L R prime L prime R, then we do a rotations to this side, then we do L prime R then L R prime. So there you go. Now you successfully solved the Pyraminx, And let's move on to the other lost layer cases. So there you go. Now we have another case where the pieces are like that, and which need to go on its correct side. So this one needs to go here, this one over here, and this one over here. So the algorithm to solve this case is pretty simple. You just hold, sorry for the sound, uh, you have you hold a cube like this, and if you need to put these pieces like that, you hold it, then you do L prime U L U, then again L prime U L. So there you go. Now you have solved the Pyraminx. Again, let's move on to the other case. So yeah, this is also the same case, it's just the opposite. Now the piece needs to go this way, sort of, and in the previous we had this way, so now we just have the opposite. So this is also pretty similar. You hold any of the side you want in front of you, and then you do the algorithm, which is R U prime R prime U prime R U prime R prime. So there you go. Now you have solved the Pyraminx in another case. Now let's move on to the second last case. So here we have another case in front of us. So when you have these pieces like that, you see this piece to check whether it goes on which side. So this piece now goes on this side. So the algorithm you will do for this case is hold the cube like that, then do L prime R L R prime. So there you go. Now you do another rotation, which is to this side, and now you figure out where is you have the correct piece to fill up this hole. So over here we see this one is solved but this side isn't, and over here we see this one is solved but this one isn't, but over these two of the colors are not solved. So then you have to find out the correct piece which needs to go, and this one is over here. So what you will do is bring this one down like that, and then you do L prime R L R prime, and then you do hold the cube like this, and then you do a U move. So there you go. Now you have solved this case also. Now let's move on to the last case. So yeah, this is our last case in the Pyraminx, and this the same, is just the opposite. Now the piece over here needs to go on this side. So what we'll do now is hold the cube like that, R L prime R prime L, then you do a rotation to this side. Now you find the correct piece. We have none of the piece solved over here, and we have the correct piece over here. So you just bring it down this way, then hold the cube like this, then you do R L prime R prime R prime, sorry L. So then you move on to this side and solve the rest, which is just turning this space, and it solves it. So let me give you an example solve. So let's start off by scrambling our Pyraminx. I think the Pyraminx is scrambled, right? Now we do inspection, and now try to solve the Pyraminx. And I'm not used to this method, so it will take some time for me. Now we have solved this, now we solved that, and now we've got a case, and there you go. Now we've solved the Pyraminx. Oopsie, I left this one over here, sorry for that. And yep, this is, I think I cover all the cases, the steps that you need to know to solve the Pyraminx, and hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. And thanks for watching. Peace out and bye bye, and I will back with another video soon. And I think my next video might be about my new gaming setup, or it might be about another tutorial. So one of you is requesting a 4x4 tutorial. I might do a 4x4 tutorial or my gaming PC setup. So stay tuned for future based vids. Bye bye.